I want to quickly bring into this conversation Dr. Vikram Singh, former Director General of the Uttar Pradesh Police, for multiple aspects of what transpired in Nagpur late last night. Dr. Vikram Singh, as former Director General of Police, what do you make of what transpired from the information that's in public domain, from what the Chief Minister said on the floor of the Assembly and what eyewitnesses have just said, sir?
Gauravji, good evening. I have no reasons to contest the version given by the Honorable Chief Minister on the floor of the House, because he's privy to intelligence reports, and what your eyewitnesses have said is absolutely natural, first-hand, and there is no element of doctoring in them. That it was pre-planned, that there is a conspiracy, there is no doubt about that. I wish the Nagpur police, otherwise a very professional force, should have woken up to the fact that the communal threshold is pretty low and only a small spark will ignite and lead to a full-fledged riot, which indeed did happen. 2 DCP-rank officers have been physically assaulted. Many policemen are injured. What more do you expect? And the rioters and the response was pretty slow. In the first place, when you knew that the threshold is low, when you knew that there's an agitation and people are collecting through crowdfunding and flash mobs, all the more reason that the police should have put the machinery in top gear and have given a befitting response. 50 arrests,
I want to take this one by one, sir. We are told that both the communities, they approached the police after an issue with burning of some cloth. There was rumor mongering. Even if there is a rumor, can a rumor lead to a riot? Because the question that we want to ask and make clear, clearly in India, there cannot be a right to riot. If there is rumor mongering, clarify things with the police, can't resort to burning cars, burning motorcycles, taking law in your hands, targeting the police and attempting to burn down houses of people you claim have been your neighbors for a very long time just because there was a rumor.
Gauravji, you very rightly mentioned, and in so many words, rumor mongering cannot be the basis of any writing. Clarify from the authorities, and the authorities are there to redress your grievances. All the more reason I would say that the police have all the 4 aces in their hands. It is they who will decide who will come out and who will not. Imposition of Section 163 BNSS, the successor to 144 CRPC, came about rather late. Curfew imposed rather late. Arrest too few. There should have been 300 arrests by now. And imposition of NSA and Makoka should have happened by now. And all those troublemakers, the top 10, should not only have been behind bars, but the property confiscation should also have happened. And press release of another top 25 with a reward of 1 lakh rupees on them should have been out. The police have playing this with the kid gloves. I'm sorry to say that. Criminal situation is one thing. And to your interest, I would say that look at Sambhal, look at Mau, look at Delhi, and compare this. There is an eerie similarity among all these 4 riots: preparation, planning, assault, same weapons, assault the police officers, brick bats. Of course, there is building because it is difficult to find any locality. We are not living in Sahara. Every locality has building constructions going on. But what did give you the right to have an axe and attack a DCP rank officer? I would commend these officers that in spite of having the paramilitary and the automatic weapons, they used proportionate force and absolute controlled use of force, that was just tear gas and lathi charge. And yes, had this happened in UP somewhere, I can assure you things would have been very, very different by now. Not only the curfew, police would have taken over the locality and ensured area domination, which is the requirement now. Where did the weapons come from?
You've raised a very pertinent point, and this is where, when even within the BJP there is conversation about Devendra Fadnavis as Maharashtra Chief Minister and Yogi Adityanath as Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, somewhere down the line, perhaps this is a litmus test: who handles law and order better and ensures that the rule of law prevails and there is order and that nobody is treated with kid gloves. Because here, as you very rightly point out, sir, it does appear as if, first there is a riot on the basis of a rumor, and then there is an attempt to justify it by some, and especially, there are some political parties who are trying to say कि औरंगजेब के नाम पर भय पैदा किया जा रहा है. Does that surprise you, sir?
It shocks me. It doesn't surprise me. It shocks me. And there are those fishing in troubled waters. one-liner advice to them would be that those that play with the sword shall perish with the sword. Those who are trying to dilute the issues by saying Aurangzeb on the basis of Aurangzeb's name, people are spreading hatred. One, not a word of in respect of the stand the difference between the aggressor and the aggrieved. You do not have the moral strength even to name the aggressors or to condemn their acts and the wanton destruction of property here, the Ram Navami shops, the homes, desecrating the other places, and also burning not only the vehicles but 2 JCBs. Not a word of condemnation. And to say that Aurangzeb as if he is a holy cow, it is known fact, it is difficult to find a worse tyrant than Aurangzeb. Maybe Genghis Khan would be some equal. But the fact of the matter is, it is difficult. He gets the trophy for being the most cruel tyrant the world has ever seen. Read Jadunath Sarkar, the history of Aurangzeb, and you will realize what kind of a tyrant he was. And to say that you do not have the moral courage even to say that those in the name of anyone, but flash mobs, crowdfunding, rumor mongering, all contributed to this thing. And the police should have acted with a firmness that should have been exemplary and taught a lesson to the writers, especially those who attack senior police officers with an axe and brick bats.
Sir, stay with me for a moment. I want our viewers to listen to the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, who insists this is a well-planned conspiracy. And on what basis is he saying it? Hear him.
एक अफवा अशी पसरवली गेली की सकाळच्या आंदोलनात जी प्रतिकात्मक कबर झाली त्याच्या कापडावर धार्मिक मजकूर होता. अत्तरोळमधील नमाज आटोपून 200 ते 250 चा जमाव हा त्या ठिकाणी तयार झाला आणि नारे देऊ लागला. याच लोकांनी आग लावून टाकू असे हिंसक बोलणे प्रारंभ केल्याने पोलिसांनी त्या ठिकाणी बळाचा वापर केला. यापूर्वी बजरंग दलाच्या कार्यकर्त्यांविरुद्ध तक्रार द्यायची आहे अशी मागणी करण्यात आल्याने त्यांना गणेशपेठ पोलीस ठाण्यामध्ये आमंत्रित करण्यात आलं. त्यांची तक्रार ऐकून घेण्यात आली.
पोलीस आले, पोलिसांवर देखील दगडफेक झाली. 4 DCP अतिशय गंभीररित्या जखमी आहेत. काही लोकांना दगडांनी दगडफेक केल्यामुळे मारहाण जखमी झालेत. काही लोकांना तर मला समजलं की कुऱ्हाडीचा वार देखील त्या ठिकाणी केला. हत्यारं होती, पेट्रोल बॉम्ब टाकले गेले आणि हे सगळं जे काही घडलेलं आहे ते असं वाटतं की पूर्वनियोजित एक साजिश होती.